Here we go. Oh! Oh! This is it, my first Chromatic Cup opening of Season 18. We're going to be opening 15 Chromatics in this video. Also, a couple of prospects as well. Let's do one there and one there. It's night class in purple. Okay, we are, of course, going for the Painted Disco Party. You might be able to see here that we've had a rough top 3 weekly placements. Second, and top 4. I might have some drops to open as well. I do. Oh, let's open these. Real quick, nearly 70% of you watching this video aren't actually subscribed to the channel, and we're getting very close to 950,000, really close to 949,000, and I'd love to reach that goal with you guys and then push forward to our all-time peak of pre-trading days of 953k on the road to 1 million. That would be absolutely insane. But let's have a little talk about the tournaments that I did in the last week that got me the final credits for this video. Now, the first one, I just solo queued a 3v3 tourney, and we had a really good tournament right up until the final. We won the first game in the final. The second game, we lost quite heavily, and in that third game, our playstyle completely shifted. One of them in particular just stayed back on the goal line. He was too scared to commit because for the first time in that tournament, we were up against a bit of pressure, and that meant we couldn't score. We ended up losing. We threw the final. It is what it is. Fair enough. I then immediately joined the second chance 2v2 tournament with Max, who had just over an hour to play, and he assumed we'd have enough time. We got all the way to the final. We battered everybody, and then he literally had to go. So we had to forfeit the final. We came second again. But that meant I had a couple of minutes to join the Heat Seeker tournament, because if you don't know, Rocket League now do tournaments like every hour in the afternoon. It's amazing. And I was blessed with the best Heat Seeker player I have ever seen. Okay, I was just waiting to see if we got an Octane or something like that. The guy was called Big Fat, and he was just phenomenal, and we dominated the competition. I was the goalkeeper, there was another guy in the midfield, and Big Fat was just scoring all sorts of redirects. He was even doing some solo plays, just passing it to himself off the other team's backboard. He was absolutely mental. And then we get to the semi-final, by which point I think the tournaments have gone so well today, let me start recording it. And before I opened the Chromatic Cups, this is what happened. So I've done 3 tournaments back to back. I came second in the 3s tournament. It was such a throw. We were cruising, whatever. Then I played the 2s tournament second chance with Max, and we got to the final, and then he had to go. So we forfeited the final. And then immediately after, I'm doing the second chance Heat Seeker tournament. And I'll be honest, I've been paired up with this guy, Big Fat Zero, and he's absolutely cracked. I'm the one who sits in net. The other guy runs the midfield, and then Big Fat is just up front scoring redirects. So we're into the semis. I don't see how we lose. And unlike the other 2, which were Grand Champ tournaments, because the other 2 were regular ranked tourneys, it meant that my tournament rank actually went up quite a lot. So now this is an SSL tourney. But unfortunately, it looks like we are going to be getting DDoSed for this one. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we were absolutely popping off in this tourney. And now we're getting DDoSed. What an absolute joke, man. Rocket League. What the f... I've had a really good afternoon of tournaments, and it's just ruined like this. I managed to save it whilst being DDoSed. Oh my god, I'm cracked. Yo! Would have been so free as well, man. Why is our team name called Brilliant Striker? Not Brilliant. Is the game okay? Well, there we go. That's the journey to 300,000 credits. I'm just doing some trade-ups here, but... Oh, okay. We got ourselves a highlight on my own account. Pink Falcos with the first special trade-up. But yeah, we went into the semi-finals and we got DDoS. Now, some of my friends, I've seen them talk about losing tournaments this season, SSL tournaments, by getting DDoS. And these accounts that do it, they will quite often basically boost people to get these wins. Sometimes they said in the game that we got DDoS in that they were doing SSL tourney wins for like £30 or something. And obviously, when you can just lag switch and make it so the opponent can't do anything, as you saw, you're obviously going to win. So it's basically free money for them. All I can do is hope that they get banned, but I just don't see it happening. Can we get something sick here? Can we get something, please? Maybe. Did I trade up a broken item? I don't know. Maybe I did. But yeah, so that means instead of a Grand Champ tourney win with Max, which I promise you we would have got, we went 3-0 up, and then Max was like, I really have to go, so we had to forfeit that. And with that big fat guy, we definitely would have won the SSL Heatseeker tournament. So I now have no wins on this season so far. It was this tournament yesterday that I did it. So to be fair, to get all those credits in 3 hours was pretty good going, but I still am yet to get a win in Season 18. However, I do have, of course, the credits from a couple of weeks of tournaments, so let's open them. 15 Chromatic Cups, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's go. Number 1 is going to be a Knighted in Burnt Sienna. Now, because they always bring out bangers, we're going to do a No Reaction Cup. Moving on to the Nose Cup Disco Party. Ready? This is going to be sick. Bang. Oh, okay. That's our 3rd fidget inverted, so we might have a trade up by the end of this video. Let's do the Lucky Beard now. Bang, bang. Oh, come on. Disco Floor Black. Okay, not too bad. I should low-key get my daughter in here to open a Chromatic Cup. Sounds crazy to say that, but she's literally 2 weeks old. I'm not going to be doing that. But still, we move. Let's do another No Reaction Cup. Moving on. Does breathing count? Oh my gosh, we got black and white back to back. That is absolutely insane. Oh wait, why am I searching? That's not what I want to do. I want to preview rewards. That is mental. We've got the black and white. We've got all exotics from the tournament season in one video, white and black back to back, because they were lazy and didn't create a second exotic. Now, I'm not super bothered about the fidget inverters, but it'd be nice to keep the black and white. That is phenomenal. We still have 9 more to go. So let's go for another nose cup. If I could press the right button instead of just fat nosing it. Bang, bang, bang. Disco Ball Crimson. Okay, I'm pretty sure that boost makes the same noise as the sound when the goal explosion goes in. It's like that doo sound. So, because I heard someone using it in game, I was like, that's kind of a bit jarring, to be honest. I only want to hear that when you score a goal. But let's go for another one. Fidget. Okay, deluxe wheels, not great. Come on. Okay, so we're gonna get, I'm pretty sure, a disco party today. Can it be painted from a Chromatic Cup? Let's do a No Reaction Cup. Well, that was trash. Let's do it again. That was trash. Let's do it again. That was trash. Let's do it again. So we've done 2 No Reaction Cups that got a black fidget inverted wheel. But now, that means if we follow the trend, we get a titanium white exotic here. Imagine. Oh! It's not a titanium white exotic. It's a lime disco party. And because it's so sick, I'm equipping it. It doesn't matter what the color is. It's so sick. Let me show you it right here. We still got trade-ups to do, but there it is. Oh my goodness. Now, you know what? Because we're only going to be opening Chromatic Cups for the rest of the season, I wouldn't mind getting the non-painted one. Because if you look, the non-painted one is actually just all the colors, you know? There's loads. So I'd quite like that, and I like the regular disco ball too. So I'm kind of hoping for a non-painted one. It's kind of like a win-win here. So we're going to trade up these. There we go. So we get to keep the black and white. I'm going to keep the black non-certified because it goes well with the white non-certified. But here we go. This is it. If we get painted, it's a win. If we get non-painted, it's a win. The only thing we don't want is a lime disco party. Everything else is a win. So here we go. Yes, yes, I'll take it. I'm happy with that because now we don't need a non-painted one again. We've nailed that, and now it's Chromatic Cups only. Do I go for a Dream State here? I mean, I really like the Wing Race, and I probably will go back to them. Is there anything we can do here, actually? Oh, wait, I realized we can still do trade-ups. Hang on. We didn't do all the other trade-ups. Let's go to most recent. You can go. You can all go. Yeah, why not? Get them gone. If you like to go fast, okay, what do we have here? You can go, you can go, you can go. Okay, so not a lot of items here because of the available in Fortnite situation, but we still trade up. Knighted. Can we get something cool here? Yeah, these can all go, to be honest. The grey disco floor, maybe. I'll keep that. I'll keep that. We'll go with that. Bang. What's it going to be? A line bender crimson. The crine bender. Here we go. Can we get something from here now? Yes. Yes, we can. We're going to keep the saffron wing wraith boost and trade up the trails for potentially a fidget, potentially high score, potentially wing wraith. Okay. Fidget regular. Okay, I'll take that. That's fine. We could, in theory, we could. Ooh, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. Orange, pink, and white I like as a wing wraith. Lime, it is what it is. We've got a lime disco party. Yes, we got black and white fidgets, but there's only one exotic in this series. So we're going to get black and white again. We've already had black twice. I'm going to risk it to either get a sick dream state, I beg. If it's a non-painted dream state, that's a massive L. Or a disco party. For a 60%, I'm willing to risk it. So here we go. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, I'm going to equip that. Why couldn't that have been the Black Striker Disco Party? That's mental. Wait. Dream State. Oh my days. Wait, I didn't even have a Black Dream State. I completed it. I had the white one. I've had black on other accounts, but we got Black Striker Dream State. That's a huge win. Oh my gosh, that was so worth it. We got the non-painted disco party, painted disco party, the black and white fidget inverted wheels, and now Black Striker Dream State. My last attempt to get a dream state, and it was like the best one I could have gotten because I've already got white. So Black Striker is the best I could have got. That's insane. If you did enjoy this video, please do drop a like, subscribe down below to join the Pixel Army. If you DDoS, you're a nerd, you're a loser, knock it off. That is going to do it from me. I've been Pixel, you have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Pick a pixel.